Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back on another one for you. So guys, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Guys, I think that I'm just going to call this video Clown World, right? You know? Look at this, guys. I sleep around, but my husband isn't allowed to. Meet the couple who's in a one-sided marriage. That means she can bang other dudes and he just lets her. What is going on? What is going on, dude? Look at this guy right here. Look at that.
Beta!
And this is the thing he's married to, guys. Look at this. Okay, so it says, in an effort to stay authentic to who she is, while in a loving 9-year marriage, Carla Houston, 34, freely embarks on sexual escapades while her husband remains monogamous. That means that she's letting Nug shoot up the club. The one-sided open relationship, more formally known as a monopoly relationship, is an unconventional dynamic that works for the California couple. She says, and I quote, "My husband is monogamous and I'm polyamorous, and we've had to build a dynamic that honors that difference. I personally resonate a lot with relationship anarchy, so for me, it's less about ranking relationships and more about allowing the autonomy to define relationships in ways that feel authentic and consensual." As this chick's probably like a psych chick. She has her bachelor's in psych, so she uses these big words to flim-flam her dunderheaded husband. Look at this, guys. What the hell is relationship anarchy? What is that? That just means that you're a lying 2-bit 304. You know what I'm saying? Relationship anarchy. All it means is that you let every single Nug and Gavin shoot up the club. And she found a fallback guy, a cleanup dude, a Poindexter. So the married couple became a monopoly in 2022 after many honest conversations, self-reflection, and learning what felt authentic for both of us rather than trying to force ourselves into a traditional mold that no longer fully reflected reality. This guy's not a man, guys. What you're looking at right here is not a man. Because real men are territorial. How can you come home to a chick that you know is getting piped down by other dudes? Insane. Of course, jealousy can absolutely come up because we're human. Houston says, who's bisexual, who's also practiced polyamory, pointed out. These feelings are worked out through communication rather than avoidance, meaning she browbeats him, right? Anytime he speaks up, guys, what do you think she says to him, right?
I'ma kill your bitch ass, bitch!
And look at this broad right here. Look at that. Or at least I think that's a chick, right?
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
If anything, the 34-year-old feels that the dynamic of her marriage requires more communication and emotional transparency than many traditional partnerships. Guys, do you see everything wrong with this last sentence? The dynamic of her marriage requires more communication and emotional transparency than traditional partnerships. Every single, woke TikTok dating coach foolish BS word right there, guys. Look at that. And anyone who reacts in horror to the agreement between Houston and her hubby, she believes, reveals a broader discomfort around gender roles and relationships and control. See, guys? See? Wokey wokes make things, we just know more than you. And if you disagree with us, you're some caveman. You're some ignoramus. Please. Then she says, there's often a double standard in society where men having multiple partners is normalized or even celebrated in some spaces, while women who openly explore, quote unquote, their sexuality or non-monogamy are judged more harshly. Yes, because it's hard for guys to get sex. But women, they can just let any dude come in and shoot up the club. She said, my husband's not controlling me and I'm not hiding who I am to preserve traditional image of marriage. We built relationships based on choice, trust, and honesty. Guys, how much choice do you think he has in this? He's just goofy looking simp that honestly believes that this tatted up, goofball looking demon is the best that he can do. And there's women like this everywhere, guys.
Talking about whores, people! They're everywhere!
Clown world. Guys, If you're supposed to protect a woman, if you're supposed to put your butt on the line, then you should have authority over her. Guys, what if one of these guys she's with gives her some type of permanent disease? Or decides to friggin' get violent? I guarantee you, this guy, he wouldn't even let some stranger drive his car, but he let some stranger pipe his wife down? Come on, dude. Houston said ignorant outsiders often don't understand that monopoly dynamics are not automatically dysfunctional, selfish, or less committed than traditional relationships. She says people often assume my husband must be secretly unhappy or that I'm incapable of commitment because I'm bisexual and polyamorous, but that's not true. Look at that. The manosphere ideologies don't help either. Oh, now it's our fault, right, guys? Look at that. The polyamorous community has a lot of negative feelings about the manosphere because in our community we prioritize freedom and autonomy. Look at that. What a joke. They're talking about this Nikki Glazer chick who said that she gets turned on by the fact that her boyfriend does sleep with other chicks despite her staying monogamous. So the listeners got mad at her. And they say he's a cheater and she conformed. And someone says that's why they've broken up hundreds of times. On the other hand, while comparison can be the source of connection in relationship, tolerance can emerge when one partner accepts this one-sided polyamory in hopes of preserving a relationship with the cracks. And guys, that's what it always is. The other person is a goof who thinks that this person's the best that they can do, so they allow themselves to be disrespected. In that case, the form of emotional bargaining, says sex therapist Anna Elton. Online forums devoted to monopoly relationships are filled with users describing jealousy, insecurity, and fears of emotional imbalance, particularly among people who opened relationship to avoid losing their partner entirely. Look at that. Someone says, so basically she turned her husband into a Charlie, Utah, Charlie, Kilo, Oscar, Lima, Delta. I'm cool. Some beta men like that. Not me. No man has my wife except me. Someone says he might be the kind of dude that gets off on it. Someone says that's on him. He's allowing it. Weak man. Facts. Someone says he has to stand up for himself. Someone says that's not a flex. That's gross. Someone says it became a monopoly after she got caught cheating. There. Fixed it. Someone says, bro, you can do better. Trust me. Someone says, why create another soul-stealing relationship construct? Not forcing yourselves into traditional mold is called just not getting married. Someone says, brother, lift often and heavy, watch what you eat, decrease the sweets, increase the protein, get a nice barber, watch, be smart with your money. In 9 months, the tables will turn. Facts. Someone says, I know people like this, but the genders are reversed. Yes, it was going great for a while. According to him, they're now divorcing. The husband's gonna lose everything, be paying the wife for the rest of his life. Hope a little fun was worth it, genius. This thing never works. Look at that. Disgusting. Disgusting, guys. Guys, don't do this. Don't do this. If you guys do want to date and be relationships, guys, the monogamy is just fine. You know? If you can pull it off. But alright, you guys, it's AJ. I appreciate you guys like the video, share the video, drop a comment, hit the join button because all of my members are the greatest on earth. And I'm out of here, guys. Bye.